Hey, Big Dave the Middle-Aged Gamer here with another episode of Fallout 4 Settlement 2. We're in Sanctuary, it's the middle of the night. Nice view of the Milky Way there. And we're kind of marooned out here because the TARDIS is still near the new Cafe Ola. Since this is survival mode, it's a bit of a hike. So what are we going to do? Well, we're going to take advantage of the opportunity of being here, and we're going to go talk to Jake and show him the bigger desert. Well, that moon looks terrific. Remember, this isn't Skyrim. Hearing wolves does not mean you're going to find wolves. Which is weird. Right, we got ourselves a new companion in the last episode. Hello, this is Roger. And he's a pretty damn good companion to have. I mean, we're a four-person party. I mean, if this was Baldur's Gate, we'd be a full party now, so... human, his dog, his journalist, and his alien. Luckily, I don't need to do anything to soup up Roger. He's got himself a pretty good weapon. He's got himself good enough protection. I don't think they really attack him much anyway. Because between Piper, Dogmeat, and myself, we're all pretty well covered.
Engaging hostile target.
Don't mind the robot, it won't hurt you. Or at least, I don't think it will. I found it slumped in a corner in the Vault-Tec building. Figure I'd repair it. Let it give me a hand bringing back all the stuff we found.
Please contact an authorized repair representative immediately.
I didn't quite get around to fixing its vocal processor. Maybe later. Right now we've got more important stuff to be getting on with. How'd things go with the Ron? You have anything interesting for us?
Take a look.
Hey, I've seen one of these before. It's a vigor tester, right? Lets you measure a person's qualities. How'd they make her so tiny? One I used was the size of a whole cabinet.
That's a New Vegas reference.
Hey, hold still for a sec. Well, according to this thing, you're nothing but a big bag of muscles.
Hey. Wait, what? Hold up. So it pointed me to strength?
I'm aware of that, yes.
Oh, come on. It's no fun if you don't play along. The Ron really found this for us, did he? Not bad. This'll come in real useful. Help us assign the right people to work the right jobs. Here, you should keep hold of this. I think you'll put it to better use than me.
How were things here while I was gone?
Well, as you can see, I've been busy. I've been organizing everything we brought back from the Vault-Tec HQ. Including the most important thing, the Vault-Tec version of a comm hub. Or Vault Hub, as I started calling it.
Cool name.
Thanks. I thought so too. Actually, thanks to Vault Hub, I've already made some progress on repairs to the real thing. Turn it on and I'll show you what I mean.
Alright. So where do we turn it up?
I'm sure you remember that noise. What you're hearing there are radio signals from all the nearby ASAMs. Turns out that's how the sensors and the hub connect with each other. Kind of obvious when you think about it. Don't know how I didn't realize sooner.
I could see that.
Now, if you listen carefully, you can probably tell something ain't right. Seems Vault-Tec had problems with their hub's receiver module. It can't establish a stable connection. But, watch what happens when we bypass the crappy receiver in the Vault Hub and instead patch in the far superior comm hub version. Now that sounds a whole lot better, don't it? Clearly the receiver from the comm hub works just fine. And that little demonstration is how we can use the Vault Hub to start testing components of the comm hub. Through trial and error, we can swap out parts, find what works and what doesn't, what we need to repair and what we need to replace. It'll be a slow process, but worth it in the end. I think we're finally on the road to getting a working comm hub and more out of our ASAMs.
You've done good work.
Oh, well, thank you. You know, I was actually worried you might be losing confidence in me. Glad to know I was wrong. Oh, and by the way, thanks to that little patch job we just did, technically speaking, we're now connected to every ASAM sensor in the immediate area.
Really?
This means we can now remotely send and receive data to any nearby ASAMs. So here, take this. That's the holotape you found. The one with the new plot types. Why don't you load into that terminal there?
So yeah, I'm sure you saw the little thing where Somerville Place is about to be attacked by Zetans. Well, there's not much we can do right now. We don't have a TARDIS, and even still, the TARDIS isn't good for bouncing back and forth yet. So let's just do what we can. What's this?
Into that terminal. Maybe something good will happen. You wanted more out of the ASAMs? Well...
Tracking tools. With the ASAM software updates and the Vitamantic in hand, you now have access to powerful tracking tools for finding items and settlers. Those can be accessed in the City Manager holotape, under Tools Tracking, or you can craft special tracking devices at the City Planner's desk.
Oh, congratulations! You just uploaded data for 4 new plot types to all the ASAM sensors in the local area. Now how's that for a little taste of what the comm hub can do? Not too shabby, huh? Although keep in mind, when I said local, I do mean local. Right now, our range is fairly limited, at least for the time being.
I'll take what I can get.
That's a healthy attitude to have in the wasteland. In any settlement that's not too far away, you'll now be able to build using those new plots. If you'd like, we could go test them right now. Or if you prefer, you can do it by yourself.
Okay, show me.
I'd be more than happy to. And I know just the place. Here, let me just update your Pip-Boy. All right, I'll meet you at that settlement. Don't keep me waiting now.
Where do you think we're going? Alright, back to Sanctuary we go. Morning is broken. Let's roll. And yeah, since we did the Project Zeta mod last episode, yes, we are periodically going to have settlements attacked by Zetans. And unfortunately right now, not much we can do with Somerville. It's a bummer, but what are you going to do? Alright, so we're almost back at Sanctuary. Get a better look at Roger there. Okay. So the markers probably going to be the work plan tonight, I guess. And I do have a bunch of the... Okay. Yeah, we got 9 boxes and a couple loose ones. That's fine. So that's like 180 sensors, 182 all together. Oh, Bethesda being Bethesda again. Oh, no, I guess that counts as him standing on
Nice job with those defenses.
furniture.
I've got nothing else I need right now. I think Preston may want to chat, though.
Alright, where the hell did Jake go? Because he just blipped. Really? Fine. There's a reason I keep this stashed and not scrapped. Most notably for things like this. Alright, let's talk to Jake.
Hey.
Hey there. Good to see you made it. I invited old Paul here to check out the new plots. After all, who better to tell us what they think about them than someone who'd be using them?
I'm excited to see what you got. Folks have already built a lot using the ASAMs. More options can only be good, right?
You look good, Paul. How are you?
Gotta say, living in one of your settlements has been a breath of fresh air. I haven't felt this young in years.
All right, you know the drill by now. Pick a plot to test and put down a sensor.
Alright, so... Building plan unlocked. Mistress of Mystery Detective Agency. This is a basic defense building plan for interior martial plots. Solver of crimes and puzzles to keep your settlers safe. Building plan unlocked. Gundam Knights. This is a basic defense building plan for 2x2 martial plots. Huge metallic figure that acts like a scarecrow against raiders and gunners. Building plan unlocked. Messy Death. This is a weapon store type building plan for 2x2 commercial plots. Come on in, gun lovers. Alright. So, what we're going to do... oh man, we got another person in again? What the... Alright, I'm not really necessarily worried about that right now. Okay, so we've got commercial, we've got... You know what? Commercial, we can do... Let's do that first. And we can do rec too. You know what? Nah, we're gonna do rec first. Okay, connections this way. I need a drink. Nothing stupid's gonna happen here. Leave that.
Going for some recreation, huh? Okay then. Let's build us some R&R. From what I've read, this type of plot gives folks somewhere to go after the working day's done. You know, somewhere they can take a load off. Maybe read a book, or exercise, or something.
I can tell you now, something like that would be a big morale boost.
So the generic that comes up is the little park.
Sometimes you need somewhere to blow up a little steam.
Mod. Not mod, that's not what I'm looking for. But yeah, when it's done, it's going to look like a little park area, which is kind of cute. You see the sandbox there. It's going to be a swing on that tree.
We're done.
Et voila. Park bench, fountain, sandbox with a little kitty toy on it. And this should start chirping up.
A morning stroll through the park.
Recreational building class unlocked. Strength training. Strength training buildings provide a place for settlers to improve their strength over time. Strength increases the resources gathered by industrial plots. Recreational building class unlocked. Endurance training. Endurance training provides a place for settlers to improve their endurance over time. Endurance increases the food produced by agricultural plots. Recreational building class unlocked. Agility training. Agility training provides a place for settlers to improve their agility over time. Agility increases the defense provided by martial plots.
Afternoon, pumping iron at the gymnasium. Or at night on the town, rolling the dice with Lady Luck. Leisure is what keeps America smiling. And with Robco brand ASAM sensors, your citizens can now enjoy a multitude of pre-approved leisure activities. So, put up your feet, sit back and relax. Because when it comes to wholesome recreation, Robco has got your back. Yes,
Roger.
Robco brand ASAM sensors. Number 1 in practical citizen placation. Number 1 in outstanding quality.
Okay, so that's number 1. We're gonna...
I can't honestly
Fine-tune
remember
this.
the last time I sat down and had a rest. Maybe I should be the first to use this. All right, what do you want to test next?
We're gonna go commercial next. And yes, the ASAMs do snap in a bit. Oh, are we off center? Yeah, we are considerably off center. Let's move that over. So we'll move this over. And oh, that's a shit ton better. And we'll connect these.
Sometimes I miss the old days when I was gripped by scav fever. There's a certain simplicity to scavenging.
Okay. Alright, we're just waiting for this to kick in.
Looking to do a little commerce, are we? All right, then. Capitalism. Ooh.
So what's this you're building now?
Once it's done, this will be the commercial plot. And it's pretty much what it says on the can. It'll allow folks to set up their own businesses, let them sell wares to you or anyone else who pays them a visit.
Oh, I'm sure the young lady who was kicking the ASAM would be happy to hear that.
Y'all remember that one.
If you ask me, there's a certain charm to a brick and mortar store. Or in this case, a scrap wood and corrugated steel store.
I think it's building a bar. Again,
All right,
once all
almost
this is
done
done,
here,
we're
I
going to
think.
fine-tune everything
And
to death.
finished.
Yeah, a bar. Alright, gotta wait for this to chirp in. Okay, there's the
Announcing
note.
another amazing
Recreational building class unlocked. Charisma training. Charisma training provides a place for settlers to improve their charisma over time. Charisma improves the caps produced by commercial plots.
breakthrough. Brought to you by Robco.
Building plan unlocked. Abbott's Art Studio. This is a charisma training building plan for interior recreational plots. Each level an additional settler may make this their recreational assignment. Unwind with a couple of strokes and bring out the art in you.
Robco brand ASAM sensors can now allow your citizens the freedom to sell off excess assets without running afoul of Johnny Law. Robco's automated auditing software ensures correct sales tax is always applied and collected. Never again need you or your citizens fear a surprise visit from the taxman, thanks to Robco brand ASAM sensors.
Okay, so that takes care of the commerce plot.
Nothing like a little commerce. It's all looking good so far.
Okay.
Let's keep going.
Alright, nobody's claimed that yet. Fine. Alright, now we need to build a martial plot. Now we just gotta find a good place for it. Let's see. Pathway to Vault 80, Vault 111 has already been cleared, and Hey, it's Carla. And looks like we could use more defenses anyway, so need to find a decent place that makes sense and from a strategic point of view and a connection point of view. Well, built some farms out this way. Okay. Alright, here's what we're going to do. A little too far. Still a little too far. Dang it. And that should, yeah, that should do. Let's go to Marshall. And we can plop up a 2x2 on the corner here. And there we go. We have power to it.
Most folks are just looking for a hand. All we gotta do is offer.
And we're hungry. Alright, might as well eat something. Okay. The squid food and the worm food, while they sound nasty, actually hydrate as well
Nice
as
choice.
feed.
Let's get up some defenses.
So they turn out to be pretty good food items, all in all.
I'm sure you'll appreciate this, Paul. Raiders will have a hard time taking on somewhere with enough of these.
Oh, and why is that?
This plot will allow folks to set up proper defenses within the settlement. No more jury-rigged turrets and spotlights. Now we can have real watchtowers, guard posts, coordinated patrols, the whole shebang. It'll take folks with the correct skills to man them, but it'll be well worth the effort.
So, no more raider attacks?
Well, let's not give it too much credit. I'm sure some will still be dumb enough to try. But you should see a lot less attacks on a few of these.
Okay, there is one thing I want to do. Holotape. Okay, where is it? There it is. HUD. Alright, what we're going to try and do is try and... Set in terms of how auto-hide features should work within the settlement, and it never auto-hide. Never. I like seeing what's there without having to fire up workshop mode. So I'm just going through, making sure everything is up. I know it's a little more taxing on the system, but you know what? That's fine. I can deal with that. Alright. And there, now we get to see everything. It also allows you to see without having to go into workshop mode. the situation with every sensor you've got
just time
written down.
this and all done.
Rocco is proud to present our most recent advancement in Rocco-Rad ASAM sensor technology. Your citizens can now breathe easy, knowing their safety is being guaranteed with practical and cost-effective solutions. Thanks to Rocco-Brand ASAM sensors, all true-blooded Americans can now volunteer their time to keep their communities safe for their fellow citizens. Rocco-Brand ASAM sensors, securing America one community at a time. Brought to you in conjunction with Pulaski Preservation Services.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Any bad guy should think twice before taking on a settlement with enough of these things. All right. Everything seems to be going well so far. I'll admit, I was a tad worried this might not work. I mean, we are using the Vault Hub to run these new plot types. How's everything look from your point of view? Nothing seems out of place or incomplete, does it?
Seems fine to me.
Ah, good to hear. What about you, old Paul? See anything that don't look right?
All looks good to me. But didn't you say you had 4 plots to show me? I'm only counting 3. Or are my cataracts playing up again?
No, you're right. We only put down 3 so far. But the last plot requires a little more explanation. So if you're ready, should we get on with it?
Sure, let's do it.
All right, last but not least, we have the municipal plot. Go ahead and put down an ASAM for that.
Okay, so... Okay, there's one thing we need to do outside of Sim Settlements. And we're gonna put this... Yeah, here seems good. There you go, sweetheart. Now you have a place for yourself. Alright, so let's see. We've got over here, right? Yeah. Alright, so alright, we're gonna plots here. Like literally right here. Oh. Okay. And that should be able to connect. Perfect. Alright, let's see what it has us build. Alright, it's going for water. We're gonna need that. That's fine. Maybe. Yep. Still deciding, but it looks like it's gonna do water, which, as I said, yeah, is necessary.
Okay, last plot on the list.
Now, this looks a little more complicated. What did you say this was again?
A municipal plot. You can think of it as a settlement's utility service. So it could be something like a power station or a water pump. Only more advanced than what you normally see in the wastes.
Oh, I get you. Or maybe a really big septic tank or something.
Yeah, I guess so. Okay, just gotta plug in this cable, and we're done.
public utilities.
Recreational building class unlocked. Perception training. Perception training buildings provide a place for settlers to improve their perception over time. Perception increases the water produced by water plants. Municipal building class unlocked. Caravan services. Caravan services automatically link to other settlements, with caravan services sharing supplies between them. At level 2, speak to the plot worker to fast travel between caravan services plots.
Got a headache? Well, not anymore. Thanks to Rocco. With Rocco brand ASAP sensors, the needless complexities of city service infrastructure are over. No more worrying over balancing the power grid, ensuring sufficient drainage of waste, or the delivery of safe, clean drinking water. Yes, each of life's essentials available for all your citizens, courtesy of Rocco. And remember, only Rocco brand ASAP sensors can offer the versatility and stability your citizens crave. If it's not Rocco, it's gotta go.
Okay.
All right, we're done. That's everything. But before we go wrapping things up, I gotta mention that these municipal plots seem a lot more versatile than the other types Robco released. Some of the building plans seem like they could construct things for governance or even logistical facilities. Although we'll probably have to get the comm hub running right to make use of the real good stuff. But still, pretty nifty, huh?
Tell me more.
Just try and stop me. Now, one of the plots we just tested was the commercial. And commerce means caps. So it might be a good time to talk about taxes.
Okay, let's hear it.
Now, everyone loves caps. And who can blame them, right? And a settlement needs them just as much as anything else. Now, I know it may seem boring or even greedy, but taxes really are important. Our settlements are growing, and it's going to take caps to keep generators humming. Gasoline ain't exactly growing out the dirt. As always, you did great work. Thanks to you, the people of the Commonwealth can look forward to things being just that little bit better now.
It would have been impossible without your help.
Yeah, well, I didn't really do nothing special, but still, I appreciate you saying so.
Well, speaking on behalf of those living in the Commonwealth, I gotta say thank you. All these new types of ASAMs, it's a little overwhelming to think what we could do with them.
Glad you're happy, Paul. If you could tell others what you saw here, spread the word around, that'll be a big help.
You can count on old Paul. I'll get right on it.
So, tell me, Slick, how does it feel to have every plot type at your disposal? You're now free to build pretty much whatever you like. As long as it's not too far away.
Okay, that's pretty good. I'm impressed.
Once the comm hub's actually running, we should be able to build the new plots anywhere. Say, now that we've got all these ASAMs placed, I wonder if we could get some real-time communication working. You know, two-way radio. I'm gonna head back to the hardware store. I want to look into this. Swing on by when you're free. I'll have something to show you.
Sure thing.
I'll catch you later, Slick.
And that's a new level.
Look at this place all higgledy-diggledy and held together with duct tape. Still, guess everything starts somewhere.
Alright, so we got a level. Let's level up. Alright, I'm going to start putting points into Lone Wanderer because, well, at some point, we're not going to have Piper with us forever, and sometimes we'll just be pretty much by ourselves. Alright, so we need to start building up a little bit more. Connect this here. That's actually not what I want. Okay. And we can change the building plans to whatever we want. We want power. That's even more important. Let's go with the basic. To gain access to power provided by a municipal power plant plot, you'll need to construct a municipal power switch and wire that into your settlement grid. This can be found under Sim Settlements, Power. Only one of these switches is needed per settlement, and the amount of power will dynamically update as your municipal provided power amount changes. If your building still hasn't finished initial construction, you'll receive a full refund when scrapping it or changing the plan. After initial construction completes, you get a 50% refund on the cost of the most recent level. But yeah, these two here are arguably the most important plot you'll need to build early on. Power and water. Alright, so what we need to build now... Remember what it said. We need to build a power... here's your power pylon or your switch box, either way. Everything else is connected here. So let's stick this here. This will allow us to connect to the next house. And I guess we're going to need to start powering up that next house then, huh? So, all that's building will hop up here. And we're out of copper. Lovely. Luckily, this does not require any copper. Alright, so that's got this house wired up. We'll put that back, and now we've got a fair amount of power. Partially what that means is we can start taking these down. We're not going to need these nearly as much. Oh. Okay, so with just the big one up, and this is a little off center. There we go. Okay, what we need to do now is we need to make sure everybody is set up in the proper place. Alright. Recreational building class unlocked. Intelligence training. Intelligence training buildings provide a place for settlers to improve their intelligence over time. Intelligence increases the power produced by power plants. So what we need to do is first we need to see Who is operating here? Track occupants. Activating this on a plot will place the plot and anyone assigned to it in a quest objective. You can find this in your Pip-Boy labeled as City Manager software tracking. Activate this option again to clear them from the tracking. Okay.
Never thought a reporter could consider themselves a success until someone threatened their life. Me? I'm very successful.
Alright, as long as we have this out, telepathy is replaced by scanning. And he's got a 1 in top. Oh, hell no. No, I know exactly who I want running this. And I have no idea where they are. But there's a cheat to get, well, certain settlers. Let's look at his stats real quick, just to make sure I'm looking at this right. Yeah, 16 intelligence. That's exactly who I want running the power base. That will get us so much more power. Okay, he was running a defense plot. No. Alright, there we go. Cosworth with his insane intelligence. Actually, we're going to... all that for 2 rubber? No, we're going to hold on to that. We now have a whopping 105 power just from Codsworth. That is definitely the right call. Okay. So let's turn this off. Alright, now... actually, we need to talk to Carla.
So what's your story? Looking to trade? Rob me? Or just ask directions to Diamond City?
Just looking for love, sweetheart.
Boy, have you come to the wrong place. My loving days have long since passed. But I'll tell you what, wise ass. You made an old girl smile, and that ain't easy. You want to do some trading? I'll give you a discount.
Let's see what you have.
Here's what I got.
And let's see. I mean, she's got nothing special, but it's Carla. Come on. We all know who Carla is at this point. Even if she looks a little different, Carla's still Carla. And she's got her building plan unlocked. Carla's Junk Collection. This is a relaxation type building for 2x2 rec plots. Hang out in Carla's Junk Collection. Just remember that if you break it, you buy it. Alright, speaking of which... we're gonna tinker with a few things. We're gonna show you that how to change plot types. You go to Advanced. There is an option for... no, that's not what I want. Customize plot. That's what I want. You can change what it looks like, the power pole type, the foundation type, or just the plot type in general. This is what we want. Any plot can be converted into any other type from this menu. Once changed, the plot will be returned to level 0 with a new building plan built. Or until the building plan is built. Be sure to check that the plot is still powered after changing it, as power updates generally require you to run a wire in workshop mode. And we're going to convert this from a jerry-rigged industrial to a true martial. And it should go boom and rebuild from the ground up. I say should because, well, it's not guaranteed. The fact that it's a jerry-rigged defense plot, it might not actually go boom. Yeah, you know what? It's not that important right now. It's still defense. Okay. Where are we at right now? Happiness is still at 54%. Okay, so we're going to track the occupants. Okay, good. Well, we're going to follow who this leads to and see what they do. Okay, and this settler is unemployed. Okay, we've got some unemployed peoples. Fascinating. Okay. Alright, which means we need to build up some more employments. Let's go back over here. Alright, so we need to build a new quasi-interior plot, and that's going to be a muni. That's going to be here. Going to choose caravan. All right, and we're going to go and see if our unemployed settler is still unemployed. That builds. If he is, then we'll just have to figure out, just find other things for him to build. If it's not, but if he did take it, then I think I'll know what we'll convert this into. Okay, he is the caravaner. Actually, well, I need to eat something, actually. I don't need to make a crafteria, because we have everything build crafty. Okay. But this one's kind of useless. Doesn't do too many. Small happiness boosts and buffs to the soldiers to help them in combat. I don't know about that. Okay, that's for robots. Okay, there's the Wasteland Gems. You know what? Nah, we're not going to mess with that for now. We can tinker with that later since he's grabbed that. Caravaneer doesn't really need to do anything. But yeah, we need to build up quite a few of those. Well, just a little bit that we've done has already boosted up everyone's morale a bit. Okay. Pollution represents the environmental hazards of human living. This includes things like garbage, waste, corpses, and other unsanitary conditions. The more pollution is in a settlement, the more likely a disease outbreak is to occur. Each settler adds the overall pollution created in a settlement. Some buildings add to the pollution as well, with additional smog, radiation, and other hazards. Be careful about growing your settlements too large or using too many high-pollution buildings. Okay, since we got that, I need to look at something real quick. We're going to borrow the water plot here for a second. We're not actually going to change the plan, I just want to look and see what's available. Okay, other. Desalinator, one collector windmill, waterway station. Okay, radiation cleaner, but does not provide sanitation, which is what I'd be looking for. Okay, so we do not have what I'm looking for just yet, even though we got that warning. Kind of irritating if you ask me, but what are you going to do? Okay, we desperately need... Alright. Okay, I think I know what we're going to get a little creative here. Actually, there's something I need to make first. Okay. We're going to park out here. We're going to go inside. Okay, we do have that. Okay, where is it? It's not here. I could have sworn I built a city manager planner's desk here in the sanctuary. Alright, we need to find that. We need to find that first, actually. Could find that, there's something I want to make that's gonna...
Anything I can do? You just say the word.
Make our lives that much easier. Did I do it over here? Alright, starting to wonder if I didn't do this at all.
Too many miles on the road. At least the pay is terrible.
Okay, there's Sean's script. Okay, I did do it. It's in my house, of course. That makes the most sense. Okay. Actually, this is not what I wanted. This is what I wanted. See, we can build more ASAMs with this. Got the holotape. Okay, here's what I'm looking for. Okay, well, we're going to need that. And we're going to need that. And we can build another Vitomatic if we need to. Alright, now, what we just created put this at 9. We're going to put this at 8. And we're going to get back into the can. All right. So, firing this up, this allows me to look at everything. What you also get to see is where the happiness meter is trending towards. And the fact that we're heading towards 79 on the next cycle, that's beautiful. You'll love to see that. And we can track every single settler in the settlement and all the plots. So you can see, you can sort by power, whether power is needed or power is out. Whether it is operating, you know, what shape it's in, and the whole 9 yards. So, very useful there. And you can sort the settlers by special types. So if you're looking for, say, based on who's the strongest, we can scroll and see Mama Murphy is a freaking tank. Okay, so she has... she's matched up to the right job, which is good. And as you can see, we get that. Alright, we're going to turn that off for now. If we follow the quest marker, oh, I still have this up, for the love of me. Let's turn that off. Alright. Anyway, let's go back. Okay, sometimes it'll take a little bit for things to load. Can't help that. Don't just don't want to do that. There are other ways you can do things. Like I noticed that we have some homeless people. So if we can bring up this brings up the other thing I built, and we can sort out everybody that's we can gather up everybody that's homeless. You remember the Bell and Vanilla? The way I had that set up in Fallout London for one of the settlements? It's like that, but can be a lot more specific. Now we'll see who's homeless, and we can send them. No settlers match my request. Yet, we fire this up, we have 2 people that don't have. What that means is that they are settlers. Yeah, it gets kind of weird. But I can tell you right now, I think I know who they are. It's Codsworth and Preston. Alright, we're tired, but I don't give 2 shits about that right now. So, let's fire this up again. Okay, the plot's loaded up just fine. That's not the issue. We can sort everything by plot type. Sort the other way. We can take a look at the agricultural plots. Alright, there we go. There are the settlers. Alright. We can sort by who's homeless, and yep, just as I thought, it's Codsworth and Preston. Preston, you don't get to until you turn in the first step. Okay, and it looks like we may have some people who have a disease. Right now, that's neither here nor there. All right, who's got the best perceptions? Preston and Cosworth. Of course, everybody else is kind of dog shit. Okay. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people unemployed. 4 of them are named. But just about nobody has any. Alright, so let's try and get people employed first. Alright, so what we're going to do is... since we have power here... Actually, what we're going to do... No. We're going to gather the unemployed.
Can't remember the last time I had clean fingernails.
Okay, where is... There she is. Lily wanted to open a general store. So what we're going to do is we're going to assign her to the bar and we're going to convert it into a general store. So she gets what she wants. And whoever we kicked out, we'll worry about that another time. Okay, so she's got that. She wanted to open a general store. So, general store. Okay, floating market, general store. What do we have? The fresh supplies by King Gath. Yeah, we'll do that. Now, if you look on the right, this has a detailed breakdown of everything we have and how much the settlement is worth. Alright, so we'll get that up and running. That'll at least get her taken care of. Alright, while that's going, we're going to load up the settlers again. Via the plots, apparently. Or not. Apparently, I'm just slow. Or I'm just too fast. Let me rephrase that. Okay. That's just being a butt. As I said, sometimes it happens. Alright, we need to conserve space. So we're going to convert this to... Actually, we're going to track who's in here. See what they do. Okay, it looks like they are a farmer. Yeah, alright. So the person that lives there, we're gonna convert that plot type. Because we're going to pretty much save everything for internals, so we're going to convert this to a recreational. And then once it's converted to a recreational, we're going to turn this into an endurance building plot, the Wasteland Gym, so that way she can still at least make use of the area. Gym endurance. Why that one? It does the best. As far as... Really? She chose perception training? No, dear. No. Endurance makes the most sense for you. And we can get somebody else to sidle up. Alright, this is once again where... That's not what I want. Because that'll bring just about everybody up. Alright. Actually, you can now recruit Trader Riley. So, that's fine. find any of the farmers here. I think you're the one. Right, okay. Need to get you a home. Well, the good news is you have a spot for that. And we'll need to build another interior home plot. Stick that there for now. Now we'll fine-tune it. Okay. Alright, I'm trying to get this flush against the wall. Sometimes that doesn't always work. That's actually pretty good. Let's get some more light out here. Alright, so once we get that next tick on happiness... Okay, so we have somebody else here. Somebody grabbed it. Let's take a look at who it is. It's not Sheffield. Although he's still looking for a job too. You're unemployed. And your stats absolutely suck. Fine. So we're going to convert you to a farmer. It's going to actually ding things a little bit, but that's okay. Short-term loss, long-term gain. Okay. Alright, well there's one thing I haven't done in a while that I absolutely must do. I haven't saved. All episode. I just need to find a bed. Anything. Dog meat. Okay, this looks like an honest-to-goodness bed, yes. We'll sleep and save. And this video is getting pretty long. I still have a lot to do here, and why is it hung up? Well, that's not good. Can we cancel out of this? Okay. Oh, no, there we go. It's just being slow. I have never seen that happen before. That's kind of messed up. But we're saved, we're hungry, we're thirsty. That's an easy fix. Oh, forgot to mention the alien biogels and the adapted alien biogels. That's basically alien versions of stim packs. Actually, I'm not entirely sure about that. I'm not entirely sure that they heal cripplings. All right, anyway, food. There we go. All right, back in the buggy. And I still have a lot to do here before I get this place souped up. So off camera, I'm gonna do a lot of that. Yeah, we get your endurance up, and we'll talk more about that then. But yeah, I still have a lot to do here. Some things to a lot of fine tuning to do. Some things to make, things to happify, and I gotta figure out a way to get Cosworth to get a bed. But yeah, next episode I'll show you guys what I've done here, and we'll move to the next settlement that requires some TLC via sim settlements, and that's going to be up there. I think you know what I mean. Alright everybody, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to get the latest and greatest videos as they come in, and to help this channel grow. This has been Big Dave the Middle Age Gamer. This is Fallout 4 Sim Settlements 2 Reborn. I'll see y'all next time.